Here comes Jesus. This is a 12-week journey through the Gospel of Mark. My name is Christopher Harrison, and I'll be guiding you through with a couple of videos, a story for each of the sessions. May God bless you in them. And this is a true story. I have permission to tell this story, but let's change the names. We'll call the minister, call the man Adam and the lady Eve. The minister and Adam discovered that they were next door neighbors and struck up a friendship, and that developed in a very cordial way over a number of years. The minister then invited Adam to a church service, and Adam came. After a few weeks, the minister invited Adam to an Alpha course, and Adam said, well, I'd asked the Lord to specifically invite me to that course through someone, and you did that. So he came on the Alpha course. Scenario 1. Scenario 2. That same minister wanted to express the presence of the living Christ for the congregation and wanted new people, de-churched and unchurched people, to know that they were loved and that they could experience the risen Christ. And so a specific welcome to people was offered every Sunday morning. And particularly that Sunday, there were 6 young ladies, professionals, who came along to the morning service. The minister, as part of the philosophy of welcome, welcomed them to the coffee shop for some coffee and to chat with them and hear their stories, and heard that they had been exploring different congregations and had felt most warmly connected to this particular congregation because of that interaction and welcome. As a way of stepping into the congregation, the minister invited them on an Alpha course, which they all agreed to do. Scenario 2. Let's put them together. So the minister led the Alpha course, led each of the folk into relationship with Jesus, including Adam and Eve. As the course began to wrap up, Adam and Eve discovered that they were in the same group together, ultimately two groups amalgamated, and they struck up a friendship and began dating, and asked the minister for a blessing on their relationship as they dated, which of course he gave. They then became engaged and asked the minister to do the wedding, which he gladly did. 2 years later, they asked the minister to baptize their first child, a boy, and he did. 2 years later, they asked the minister to baptize their second child, a little girl, which he did. And that family blossomed and grew and were encouraged and supported. And both families, the minister's family and Adam and Eve's family, loved and cared for each other through the years. It was a demonstration of the living Christ. And Adam and Eve continued to support and pray for and encourage the minister, and he would love and support and care for them as well. The living Christ had been at work guiding them in all of those scenarios. A wonderful true story. The resurrected one is wanting you to have a resurrection story, one of your journey with him, the living Christ. So what is your story? The risen Christ reveals himself to each of us and wants to accompany us on the journey. So what's your story?